Atlantic, built by Harland and Wolff in Belfast in 1870, was the second of 4 Oceanic-class liners for the White Star Line, alongside Republic, Oceanic, and Baltic. Powered by a 4-cylinder compound condensing steam engine, it generated 600 horsepower and achieved speeds of 14.5 knots. The engines were made by George Forster and Company in Liverpool, with communication via telegraph and steering managed by Forster's steam steering apparatus. Additionally, Atlantic was rigged as a 4-masted bark. Measuring 420 feet between perpendiculars, 437 feet overall, and 41 feet in beam, the ship featured a sleek aspect ratio of 1:10. With a hold depth of 32 feet and a registered tonnage of 3,707 tons, it had 3 decks and 5 bulkheads. These ships were known for their luxury, offering 2 classes of accommodation. Cabin class had a saloon 80 feet long and 40 feet wide, with staterooms providing 4-berth en-suite accommodations and double cabins equipped with running water and steam-heated bathrooms. Cabin class passengers had deck access, while steerage class, accommodating up to 1,000 passengers, did not. Single males were housed forward of cabin class, while single females and married couples were aft. Atlantic began her maiden voyage to New York City on June 8, 1871, and successfully completed 18 crossings. On her 19th voyage, departing Liverpool on March 20, 1873, with 952 people on board, including 835 passengers and 14 stowaways, Atlantic faced severe seas and gale-force headwinds, slowing progress. Captain James Williams, fearing a coal shortage, decided to divert to Halifax, Nova Scotia, to refuel. Approaching Halifax on March 31st, the ship went off course and missed spotting the Sambro lighthouse. Despite Quartermaster Robert Thomas's warnings, officers dismissed concerns. At 3:15 a.m. on April 1st, the ship struck a rock near Mars Head, Nova Scotia, causing significant damage and partial capsizing. Lifeboats were destroyed, and distress rockets went unanswered. Many were trapped and drowned, while others clung to the ship or rigging until overcome by exposure or waves. Brave efforts by Third Mate Cornelius Brady and Quartermasters John Speakman and Edward Owens saved many lives. Despite these efforts, 535 people died, with only 429 survivors. Among the 952 aboard, 156 were women and 189 were children, all perishing except for a 12-year-old boy named John Hindley. This disaster remained the worst civilian loss in the North Atlantic until 1898. Recovery and burial efforts took weeks, with many victims buried in mass graves at local cemeteries. The tragedy highlighted the heroism of the crew and the community's dedication to rescuing survivors and honoring the dead.